Hey guys, I just filmed a makeup video on this look I just did. If you're interested in that, stay tuned for that. It's basically me using some old makeup I've had for a while, like not really old, but like 6 months ago, 5 months ago I've had it. And it was just me going through to see if I still loved it, if I recommended it. If you're interested in that type of video, and if you're new here and you like this type of video, it would mean a lot to me if you would hit the subscription button and then hit the notification bell so you get updated when I upload. And if you're not following me on my social medias, it will be in the description below. And I'm also gonna try out different kinds of eyeshadow looks. This is what I've been recently doing, like doing different like palettes I've used in the past. I'm gonna try to create a look with them. Did this one a couple days ago. That should be out either sometime this weekend, that look with that. And I'm gonna go use a different palette today. It's by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I got this not that long ago. And it's just different for me because I never really do like neutral colors. The only color I really do like out of this palette is Bloom and Rose Quartz. Those are my two favorite colors out of this palette, if you can see them. This is one of my favorite palettes when I was younger. I mean, like a couple months ago. I've used that like 3 times. And I want to go back in with it and see if I like it and don't like it. And I did my primer off camera and my eyebrows off camera. Basically, that's what I usually do off camera anyway. Because it's just easier. Because eyebrows are sometimes annoying and sometimes you mess them up and it's just like, well, that's online now. I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit in Light with the Light Sculpt. Going with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I feel like I should do like a, what's it called? Frick, I can't remember. Oh yeah, skincare routine. I might want to film one of those eventually. Because I'm trying to get back into skincare. Because I break out here and there. Mostly around my T-zone, because it's more oily. In the winter in Jersey, it was always dry. Here I'm oily. It's just like, oh, okay, that's nice. That's yeah, that'll work for now. I'm gonna go in with a beauty sponge. I'm just gonna go in. What are your guys' favorite contour? Besides like Kat Von D's, I wanna know some new names and stuff. I know Rihanna has some, Laura Mercier has some. Never tried Laura Mercier's. I tried her setting powder, it's good. Same with the Putty Pot by MAC I've used. That's what I'm probably gonna set my eyes with today instead of Sephora. I'll let you know on that. The base of my face is done. I'm gonna do my eyes and then I'm gonna do foundation. I'm gonna go in with Putty Pot Soft Ombre. It's just like a sample I got from them because I've never used it and I want to try it out. So this is how you'll know if I like it or not. Oh god, that goes in really thick. Sometimes I just want to use my fingers. Maybe I like Putty Pot more than my eye powder. Ugh. Okay. Contour is done. This is my all-time favorite. Now we're gonna go in with the sultry. I can't pronounce names. If I'm butchering the name, just realize this by now. I love it. Okay. Now what shades do we want? I'm gonna go in with a base, like usual. Like bougie usual. I'm gonna go in with an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush to go with the palette. I'm going with Fresh, which is it's like a nude base color. I don't always do bases, but when I do like colorful looks and stuff, I sometimes like to. I'm gonna do one eye on camera and then do one eye off camera. So I put the base down. Circular motions back and forth. I'm gonna go back in more with that color. This palette is not bad. This palette you could use for Christmas, New Year's, and Thanksgiving. There might be a video on that coming out around Thanksgiving, the day of or day after before. Wait, Thanksgiving is Thursday. Yeah, it's gonna come out the day before. I'm not doing anything for Thanksgiving. I think I'm working. Probably. I know I'm working Black Friday, so whatevs. We'll deal with it. Now I'm gonna go back in with more of the twig color. I'm just gonna bring it down here more around my eye. Another darker brown. It's not as light. Just to darken it up a bit. Back, did the other eye off camera. Now we're gonna go in with foundation, blush, and bronzer. But other than that, my review on this palette, because I've not used it in forever, do I still love it? Would I recommend it? Do I want to trash it? We'll figure that out at the end of the video, so stay tuned to figure out if I love this palette or not. Alrighty, so what foundation do we want to use? CC, yeah. That's no joke, like, yeah, CC cream. Yep. Honestly, this foundation kind of smells like sunscreen, and I'm kind of loving that, even though it's like, you know, fall. Even though it's like 70 here. So, technically, I don't think it's fall. I think it's like spring. Low-key. If I lived in California and it was like 70 degrees all year round, I think I would love it. Fall? What fall? There is no fall there. There is. I know that. The one thing I hate about doing my under eyes and then going in with foundation is I'm like, I have to be very careful around my eyes. We don't want to, you know, mess that up today. Ooh, yeah. That's what I hate about my under eyes, because you have to go like very slowly and careful. I always foundation my nose, but yet my nose is the most oily, so I know it's not gonna work. Is anybody else like that? Like, because I feel like I shouldn't foundation my nose, but at the same time I'm like, it has to match all my skin, even though I know it's gonna come off in like 5 hours. It's weird. It's like I'm normally dry around this time. And I have to buy a new foundation anyway. My friend says if you're dry on your other sides of your face, like your cheeks, your forehead and stuff, do like a foundation that's meant for dry skin, and then in your T-zone, do a foundation that's meant for oily skin. Booyah! That's a trick that I'm probably gonna do. Yes, I might be spending more money on foundation, but at least in the summertime, if I still have it left, my whole face is oily, so I can use that instead of the dry. But I'm like, it's not even dry here anymore, so I think I'm just oily now. It's fun. It's great. Figuring out your skincare. Life. That's the one thing I hate about foundation and stuff. Once you figure out your skin tone, it's great. But but then your skin tone changes and your skin type changes, and it's just like, are you kidding me? Are you trying me right now? Makeup is not cheap, and spending all that money on a foundation is just like, okay, with the bronzer brush. I think I put a lot of bronzer on, but we'll go with it. That's why there's beauty blenders. You put too much on, just go back over with more foundation, and booyah. Tell me if this is not a blush, because it's not a blush. It's like a contour shade. It's called Peppermint Mocha. So, because I always, like, I buy new makeup, so I'm always like using my new makeup, and then I forget about my old makeup. So I'm like, why don't I just do these type of videos, like trying out old makeup that I loved, and see if I still love it. And if we don't, we could toss it, we could give it to somebody that's friends, not like, you know, give it away to a shelter because that's gross. But like my friends or family wouldn't care because I've only used it like 4 times. Literally. I think only 4 times. I think this is my 4th. Because I bought it and I fell in love with it, and now I'm like, but I just tried it. So let's see. Kind of want to go buy more brush cleaner and more more highlight. Like I need any more, but we want more still. Don't know if I want to go in with this. Nope, we're gonna go in with a different version. If I still have it, which we do. My favorite highlighting palette. Like, I have not used this in 2 months. So, I'm trying all Anastasia, basically, today. Apparently, my favorite makeup is Anastasia and Jeffree Star and Morphe. Those are my 3, like, main ones I use consistently. Basically, my life. Where's my... Oh, there she is. Much better. Now where is my highlighting brush? There she is. Gosh, I'm hitting pan on 3 of them. You know which ones I use the most. That's what I love about makeup, because you could tell in this one the 3 I use. But we're gonna go in with hot sand today. I think this is one of my first highlighting palettes I bought. Besides Champagne Pop. And that broke on me. So sad. Okay. I'm gonna put some highlight around my brow bone, which is probably gonna be snow. That's the one thing. The snow one I use to highlight like brow bones, just to give a little bit of highlight. And then I'm going to put my nose in the inner corner of my eyes. I think I'm done almost. Shit. That's done. Now I'm going to go in with more setting spray to set this, do mascara. I don't know which mascara I'm going to use today, but... And sometimes I use setting powder. I try to. I don't always. I usually use it after contouring. I didn't do that today. It's raining out. So I'm going out in the rain. It's going to come off either way. So you know the drill with that. Now which mascara? I have a whole like cup of mascaras here. Well, I also have more than that. I have like 2 in here. Or I did. As you see, I have so many drawers of mascara-ish. I can't use this. Better than sex. But that's the one thing about me. When I buy mascaras, I buy a lot of them. So I don't know which one goes bad first. And I'm like, it doesn't smell, so. If I get another sty, I blame myself. Because sometimes I do get them. And I don't know why. But then I'm like, wait, mascara. I have more than this, actually, for mascara. I think I have like 10 more somewhere. I know I have one in my car. That's the one thing I hate about leaving makeup in my car. Because in the summertime, it ends up melting. And it's like, great. Okay, cool. And this was a travel size. I think I got it as a gift. I think a birthday gift. Okay, then this is really late. No, is it 6 months old? Yeah, it is. When I have to think back of a birthday gift that I got for my birthday, that's May. So I'm like, yeah, it's like 6 months old. Wait, did I even use this then? When did I start? June, so it's 5 months. With Kat Von D's again for a neutral look. I like how thin this wand is and how it's just, the packaging, it goes anywhere. Unlike like my Jeffree Star, I love his liquid lipsticks, but they're like fatter, so they're like, compared to that, wait, let me try to hold it, like the difference. But I like both of them. Honestly, I'm using a lot of products Jeffree Star does not approve. Kat Von D and him are not friends. Too Faced he hates, so he doesn't use them. So, great. Oh well. Funny, I never see him use Anastasia either. Unless he does. I don't know. Sometimes I line my lips, sometimes I don't. Today is not that day. Literally. Some days there is that day and some days there is not. Really? It's not perfume. Oh well. That's it. That's it for this makeup routine. Like, I used old products I've not used in a while. That's what I'm trying to do. Do I still love that palette? Oh hell yeah. We do. We love it. It's really good. I just don't go for it because I like colors and stuff, so I personally go for like colorful out there looks. I used to just do neutral looks and smoky eyes like 2 years ago, but this palette I actually do like. It's cool for like New Year's, Thanksgiving, Christmas looks, any like special occasion that you don't want to be like too glam for, but you could use this for it. So I highly do recommend it, and I actually would buy it again if I ran out of it. But I do like it. So that's my review on this. And for using an old lipstick that I've had for a while by Kat Von D, the liquid lipstick, Latoya, I can't pronounce names, so don't hate me on that. Would I buy that again? Oh yeah. We've bought 3 of those, so that's my favorite nude go-to liquid lipstick. Same with this palette, I actually really do like. So that's my recommendation. If you don't have this palette and you want something with like some pop of glitter colors and stuff, I highly recommend that. And if you aren't already subscribed, and if you're new here, please hit the subscription button and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. And if you're not following me on my social medias like my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that stuff will be linked in the description. And my next video will be coming out soon, so look forward to that. I love you all. Have a great day.